Hey guys, this is Miri from Abundance. I quickly wanted to share a story with you that happened to me lately, several times. Yeah, especially when I was in Thailand. Hey guys, this is Miri from Abundance, and I quickly wanted to share a story with you that happened to me lately, and that is several times in the last few months. As some of you know, I had hormonal issues for the last 2 years. First, there were estrogen issues because I went off the pill, and I got acne and hair loss. And then for the last few months, I have the problem called adrenal fatigue, which is because I stress my body too much by overtraining. I train every day and very intense and with high volume, and that caused weight gain for me. Like I just destroyed my metabolism. I fucked it up, and it's very normal that I gain weight because I have a very different video for that, where I explain how the cortisol works and how it makes you gain weight when you have too much stress. But that's another video. But as I said, it caused weight gain for me, and it's about 10 kilos that I gained, and that was over the last few months. And it hasn't really come off yet. I'm not quite sure. I'm not stepping on the scale, so I'm just relying on the mirror, what it tells me, and I'm not sure if I already lost some, but I try not to focus on it. That's why. But what I want to say is that in the last few months, I had these extra pounds on my body, and for me, that's okay. So once I knew what was the reason for that, I just accepted it, and I understood it. I comprehended it, and I just coped with it. I could deal with it very well. And then, but the thing is, that's the thing. So in the last few months, several people came to me and said to me things like, so the most common thing was, "Oh, Miri, you look kind of pregnant." And I'm like, what? And I know that I'm not pregnant. But that just really made me think. And I'm like, why? And I went to the people afterwards and asked them, so why do you think I'm pregnant? And they're like, most of them were like, just, I don't know. Like they don't dare to tell me what they actually think. But some of them said what I was scared of. And what they said was, you just look a bit more like that. There's more on you. Like that they try to formulate it kind of nice, in a nice way. And it was okay. They didn't want to hurt me. And I was like, in that moment, I was like, oh, okay, I can explain that. I have hormonal issues, and that's why. So, and then in that moment, it was okay. But actually, inside of me and in my mind, and what I made with it afterwards, after such situations, it hurt me. You know, I know, cause I'm doing this diet to be healthy, to look healthy, to be slim as well, to be naturally slim. And I lost weight in the beginning, but then because of my hormonal issues, I gained weight, and these hormonal issues caused metabolic damage. I gained weight, and So I just was really hurt, and that is why. And I kept asking myself, why are you hurt now? And David also asked me, which is my husband, you know, why does it hurt you? And I actually didn't know myself, because I knew the reason, and I knew it's temporary, and I knew I just have to be patient so everything gets normal and balanced again, concerning my weight. And yeah, and in the meantime I just didn't want to think about it, you know, because it's just a waste of time, and it's not what really counts. But then I just asked myself, what? So I actually realized I have this in my head. To myself, I was always telling myself, well, it doesn't matter to you. It's okay, you know, you can deal with it. But then in my head, I couldn't shake this thought off that actually I just really don't like it. And actually I'm a little bit scared. Maybe I'm a bit scared that everything will solve itself again, and everything will be balanced out again. And kind of there were these doubts, if you know what I mean. Oh, hey Ducky. There were, oh no! I have to get that. So I realized I had these doubts in my mind, and I'm actually not too sure so at the inside I was not really confident about my situation, and that is why what those people said hurt me. And so like yesterday, I saw a video by Joe Best. His channel is The Best Transformation, and what he said totally struck me. It was, so he's talking about similar things in that video, about things that other people say, and he said, which is really true, and what really made my day, because it perfectly fits to my situation. He said, it only, like, things that other people say only hurt you, can only hurt you when these things are already in your head, when these things are already in your mind, already in you. So shortly, it's things can only hurt you when it's already in you. And that is so true. And that is the reason why it hurt me. And that is what we can work on. That's the good message. Like, you can really decide and define, is that thing, what someone says to me, is it really bad? Or is it just bad because I defined it as bad in my head? I've got a few examples. Like, so common examples are like, someone says to you, oh, you look pregnant, like to me. Or they want to say, oh, that means you look a bit fatter than you actually usually are. Or that you were a few months ago or weeks ago. And or someone can say to you, oh, you're fat. Like, they don't have to mean it rude, but they just say it. Or they say, oh, you're so skinny. Or you look anorexic. And because maybe you have this high carb vegan diet, and you are skinnier than before, and for for someone else it looks unhealthy, it looks anorexic and sick. So this will only hurt you when you already think in your head that you actually are unhealthy, or when you feel you are unhealthy, or when you're not sure that you're healthy. That's enough to make these words, to give these words the ability to hurt you. And I really find this very interesting, because that means that we have the power to not let words hurt us. And I love that. That is so, like, we have the power over our mind, and we can define what is bad and what is true for us. So, for example, we can say, okay, yes, for example, yes, it can be true that you're fat, right? So maybe you have a lot of extra pounds on and you're fat, but is that bad? I encourage you, ask yourself this question: who defined being fat as bad? Or who defined being so skinny as bad? Or who defined to being, looking that way that you look like is bad? And I tell you, you will come to the result that in most of the times it was society that defined it as bad, or as, as the no-go. But then, ask yourself, if they hadn't defined it as bad, if in society it wasn't looked at as bad, then, or if in society they wouldn't say it is that important to be not that way that you are, then it wouldn't hurt you, then it wouldn't have any meaning to you. So you have to ask yourself what counts. In the end, it only counts what you think. It only counts what you find and what your opinion and your feeling is about something. It only depends on the definitions you have in your head about yourself. Your thoughts about yourself are the most powerful things, because they get enforced when someone says these thoughts to you again, or they just, if they're strong enough, they cannot be shaken if someone says the opposite to you. So it is, you define yourself by your thoughts. I think that is very important. That got very clear to me yesterday when I watched the video. Or other things can be that people say to you, oh, you'll never lose weight, or you'll never make it. Like very rude things, just like, you're just a failure, or you're a victim. In the end, all those things want to say to you, you're not good enough, or, bottom line, they say you're a victim. But then I tell you, choose, and that is what I choose to be a champion, choose to be someone, choose to be you. And when you don't let anything hurt you, don't let anything come to you that you don't think yourself in your head. And if you find something really hurts you, like for me, that saying you look pregnant, then redefine in your mind that is not bad. Because I know that it is not bad. It's not what counts, and I know it's temporary. And I accept it. I love myself, and that's very important to actually not live for other people. So takeaway from this video is, make your own thoughts about yourself and don't let them be shaken by any other words. It only counts what you think about yourself, and how you feel depends on what's in your head. Okay? Hope this helped, and see ya!